Welcome back to round 4 of the 2025 PDGA Professional Masters World Championships presented by ZÜCA. It is moving day. We've got the back 9 coming your way of the FP40 division back here at Kaposia Silver. We've already seen a lot of difficult holes. The back 9 kind of gets a little easier for these ladies though. Kind of, but we do get to play the elusive gorge portion of the course, which normally doesn't get a lot of play during tournaments, but for this one, we're bringing it out. Let's take a look at the leaderboard here. We see there is still a tie up at the top and a long way for the remaining competitors to follow. That's not how I meant to say that, but yeah. Yeah, long way to climb up. We're going to start with that climb on hole 10, par 3, 336 feet, a bit of a candy cane shaped hole moving from right to left. Kind of pick your gap. This center tree here, go either inside or outside of it with the right hand hyzer play. You need to beat these second sets of trees here as your disc starts to move back on over to the left hand side. Kind of going long on this one seems to be the best play, is trying to cut it inside short. Just hasn't seemed to be paying dividends for these ladies their first time around.
Yeah, I still haven't figured out what the right shot is. Like, that looks good. It's going to get some ground play. Nope, hit a tree.
It was too good? I don't.
It was. I think now that I look at it, it was just left of the sweet spot. That one is also.
I
don't know, because I thought that was good.
Yeah. I mean, I pushed it straighter and just kind of dealt with it, but we also didn't know that there was a short pin for this when we first played it. See the back, the long way.
Yeah, that's great.
You push the backside and you're rewarded.
I think the first round someone else did that, went long, but didn't have that good of a look.
Yeah.
Now, for a forehand shot, this is extra difficult.
Yeah.
I feel like it brings more of the trees into play somehow than the backhand. I don't know how, but it feels like it does.
It's a little long, but she will have a putt from there.
Yep, either inside or outside the bullseye. I guess that's all shots, but you know what I mean.
Yep, jam in the bullseye.
That's in the bullseye. That's in the bullseye.
Hokom giving it a bid.
Yep.
Solid effort there, and Ohn with a chance for the birdie.
And she gets it.
Gets it to go.
I don't think it was ever in question. The only question is, how many birdies did we have on that hole?
2. Just saw half of them. The other one, Sandra Richardson, getting this one as well.
She's getting out there, ain't she?
Mm-hmm. Collecting some birdies out here on some difficult holes. Lisa with the par.
That's par. Just outside of bullseye. I knew I was right.
Yeah. I mean, par was the dominant score on this hole. 80% of the field collecting par.
Yeah. I mean, even if you hit early, there's more than likely a way for you to get to the green to be able to save a par. So that's what we expect from.
At this level.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll mosey on to the 11th. It's a par 4, 500 feet. Oh, another one ranked as the second most difficult hole on the course. First things first is you want to avoid all these trees on the left and right. Get up here to the landing area, ideally right where this grass patch is. Right around the turn would be ideal. If you make it past the turn, it's technically ideal. If you're in the grass, you still have a shot at saving or getting a bird. There is some OB on the right that is water, but it says that it's water, but I haven't seen water in it. But
maybe at one point there was.
There's plants that live in water that's there, so maybe there's water there. I don't know. That right there's a great shot.
It is. Going with the flexing backhand turnover. Kind of, that's the predominant play. You're also going to see the forehand just kind of bail to the right. That went a little low on the left side for Lisa there. If you're going to go forehand, I think you want to just kind of challenge that middle gap and just kind of deal with the results.
Well, I don't know. I think I'd rather be releases than off in the right in the rough. That right there is
She's done it again.
And great.
She's nailed that tee shot twice now.
And this looks like a... I said it too soon.
Said it too soon. Yeah. I mean, that's the play I envision with the forehand. It's just kind of pushing that left side, and then just letting it drift to the right. And
she'd not hit a tree. She would have been over there in the rough stuff, and wouldn't have had this type of shot.
We'll never know.
Swinging out.
We'll never know.
I mean, we can go back and recreate it if you want.
This is a great out, though.
It is.
With a great roll, too.
She's in circle, too. Okay.
Yeah. See, this left side is tight, but she navigates it so well. Puts herself right back in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Look like she may be either in or just at the edge of circle, too.
Oh, just has... This is tricky because you got to swing it wide, but not too wide, and she cuts it inside.
She does cut it inside.
What? I don't quite know how she got there.
You know what? At this point, I would be upset.
If you're her competitor?
Yes. Not if I'm at home, but if I'm her competitor. I'm like, she threw... That was a shank.
That was inside.
And now she's
hyzer.
inside the circle.
Jen, slow down. That's going to be a bit further than she wants.
She parked me instead of the basket again.
Yeah.
But she'll have a putt. I normally have a clean look at the basket, so.
Yep. I still don't know how Ohn got all the way down there.
I don't either.
Sit and settle, and it does. Another bullseye hit.
With her touch.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of bullseyes.
With her range.
Hmm. Approach game. This has been an approach game clinic.
Basically, yeah.
From start.
Oh, got one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm indoors, and I feel like slapping myself right now from reminiscing.
Oh, not going to collect the birdie after that incredible drive, unfortunately, there. Unfortunately, I put the emphasis on the un.
Good, thank you.
Meanwhile,
fortunately,
yeah, Ohn takes advantage of her good fortune and collects the birdie. Par there for Jen. I'm sure she's not thrilled about it, but it's still getting strokes on folks.
Mm-hmm.
Just not the one that you're chasing.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the action. Hole 12, par 3, 207 feet, allegedly, actually about 297 is what it was ranged at. Playing uphill as well. You have a mandatory on the left-hand side to navigate, so you need to keep your disc moving to the right. There is the out-of-bounds road on the right and behind the pin as well. Grabby grass, though, usually you can kind of depend on it to kind of grab your frisbee and keep it relatively close if you're up there. But with the uphill, this is probably playing closer to about 320 or so. Ohn with the destroyer.
Taking a straight route, putting it out there. Nice little flexing line, and she is now in the circle.
She have an uphill bid from about 28.
Following the vapor trails. This is identical shot basically, and identical result.
Very well executed by both ladies. Jen getting a little flip up and turn.
It's on angle, but it's going straight.
Stop. Oh, that's found the out of bounds. Just trickled off the edge.
You can see there's a lot of wind going on there, a lot of moving in the brush.
Yeah, this is the windier section of the course. That does make it the mandatory, but she's going to be pinched off to the left there, dealing with, okay, not too bad. Thought she might be a little closer to that tree in front of her. Let's do stick and does.
So a little wind play with it, but it looked like it
Yeah.
scared the basket, but put her outside the bullseye, coming back.
Jen for the par, and that never was high enough. Probably just kind of a half bid there.
Yeah. There's a lot of hill behind that basket, so.
Ohn looking to capitalize and grab another stroke.
Oh
No, that's rolling. Still rolling.
I was talking about the hill, but I was talking about with Jen's putt. I didn't even consider it for Ohn, and she's
well further than what she started from, unfortunately.
Yeah.
She's back to the fairway at this point. And now, kind of worry about it possibly happening again. You need to put this close.
ooh.
Or throw it in.
Oh wow! Oh my goodness! All right, the wind was playing a lot of tricks with that disc.
Yeah.
I really thought that she was just going to lay something up, but that looked like a good half bid there. Oh wow!
Just high left.
Yeah.
She had a constant swirling wind too that she was dealing with before that putt, so it kind of kept changing on her. It was really like a cross headwind, and that one just kind of did that, lifted and pushed it left.
I mean, before Hokom's putt went in, the chains were moving. That right there is an indicator of how much the wind is blowing there. If the wind is actually blowing the chains.
There you go, Lisa.
All right, here we go. Hole 13, the par 3, 330 feet. It's playing a lot shorter than that and is coming in as the second easiest hole on the course, playing slightly under par. This tree that we're headed towards now, you want to make your decision if you're going to go forehand around it or if you're going to take a straight look and challenge this other tree here on the right coming into the green. There is a lot of rough behind the green and actually a fall off behind the green if you go too far. Most players just want to put it on the green and have a nice easy putt for a bird. Lisa going forehand and around the tree.
Shaving some bark off of that one.
We'll get some ground play in.
Great shot. Back edge of bullseye there, putting her about 15 feet.
Kind of expect to see the same
Oh
thing
my
from Hokom.
gosh, literally. Was the exact same line. Doesn't quite get the curling skip. She gets the straight skip.
Mm-hmm. All right. Owen's going straight at it.
This is the second time that she's gone backhand. Last time, kind of got a similar result. She got a little further down. I'm just surprised she doesn't attack it with the forehand.
Yeah, we'll have to assume that she, there's a reason that she doesn't.
Yeah.
That is going straight at the basket.
That's the basket. Right at the cameraman.
Oh, that basket. Yeah, my fault.
She she loves aiming for you. You need to stand on top of the basket.
That's where I need to be, yeah.
Ohn.
Ooh.
Oh, I was thinking it was in.
We all did, Ohn. We all did. She has a clear line of sight to the basket. I can tell you that
With the
much.
jumper.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yell at it.
That
Fuss
one.
it into the basket if you have to.
Finding the range there from circle 2. Yes. Sometimes you gotta talk to him. You gotta go full mom mode on your disc.
Oh, yeah.
And Sarah Hokom with the birdie putt as well from circle's edge.
Nice bird. So there were at least 2 birds on this hole.
I'm gonna assume there was a good chunk of birdies on this one. We still haven't
Yeah,
gotten
like
to
I said,
Lisa's-
17th.
Yeah. Lisa has yet to approach, and she's got her birdie look as well. And she will
gets
collect.
it.
So 3 out of the 4 ladies getting the birdie, and 5 birdies total on the hole. 3 of them you just saw here. Jenny Olmstead and a name that I can't possibly pronounce, Iben Larsberg.
She's from
Sweden?
somewhere. All right, hole 14. Wait, am I doing evens? Yep.
Nope. It's
you
me.
are. There you go.
I'm hole 14. I'm
Okay.
not hole 14, but I'm doing hole 14. Par
Do
3,
it.
290 feet. What you don't see here during the drone footage is this roadway is staked off as out of bounds. So you must maintain the right side here where the actual vegetation and rocks are. Relatively straight shot for these ladies. Forehands, backhands with a neutral disc work as well. Just do not go out of bounds left.
And oddly enough, the closer you get to the basket on the right, the more precarious your footing will be.
Would you think more birdies on the last hole or more birdies on this hole?
I'm going to say the last hole because this hole brings in the OB so close to the green.
Okay. We'll see.
We'll see. Wait, did you mean our card or overall?
Overall.
Okay, good.
Two very good drives here for the first two on the box. Jen looking to replicate with the rock.
Too much.
She says it's too much. Let's see if it really is.
It didn't quite turn. It just kind of went straight.
Yeah.
So she's okay.
Yeah. I think even if it would have turned a little bit, she would have been all right. It wasn't that high. And that's still
turning.
moving over to the right. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll see. There's definitely a putt there.
There is, but it's kind of terrifying because
Yep.
OB is inside of 15 feet from there. Oh my word. She is
Wow.
safe
Wow.
by a quarter of a disc.
Wow. I wonder where I need to bottle something and call it Champ Love and just like sell it. I think people will buy it.
Just, why are you I mean, I get why she's running it because she's Ohn Scoggins.
There you go.
But man, you got a one-stroke lead. You got OB right behind the basket, and she's going full gas.
That's confidence.
Yeah.
When you're if I had the confidence of my own putt, I'd be going for it
That's
too.
true. That's true. Jen to tie it. Hated it. Hated it till she loved it.
It wasn't 1 inch out of her hand before she.
Before she just knew she messed it up, but she didn't. And now she gets attacked by bugs. This one for the birdie. For Hokom.
There you go.
Collects it. Well done.
There's the rocks and the precarious footing I was talking about.
Yeah.
And now it is officially tied up at the top again.
Yeah. With the daunting hole 15 coming up.
Oh man. Literally up.
Yeah.
Hole 15, hardest hole on the course, playing well over par. Par 5, 680 feet. You have this long climb just to get to the tee box, then another long climb with your 2 shots that are likely to take you to get out here to the fairway. Once you get out to the fairway, you need to navigate over from left to the right without going too far right because there is a serious drop off about 15, 20 feet past the basket. The gravel road that we see there, parking lot, is not OB, so we'll see that staked off as part of inbounds.
Big turnover forehand.
Yeah, that works.
Works well. Talking about the earlier hole, we talked about if hole 13 or 14 saw more birdies. Hole 13, 5 birdies.
Yeah.
Hole 14, 6 birdies.
What?
Yeah, one more birdie.
All right.
Jen a little low out of the hand there, but she should be okay to proceed on her second shot. This looks more ideal for Lisa.
Oh, yeah.
Get off of that tree.
Oh, well, she's up there.
Yeah.
Here's my next question, though. So which hole, what's the pin?
Oof.
Where did that go?
Left. Hit the tree, went left. There she is on the hillside, pinched up behind a big tree.
Oh, okay. What was the average for the holes? I know it had more birdies, but did it average harder or easier?
Ooh, hole 14 averaged harder. Even though it had more birdies.
Yep, that's what I thought. That's what I was basing my assumption off of.
Yeah. Jen dealing with some weird footing here is kind of sliding away. You see her plant foot She's adjusting. She's changing. Still sliding. Now going patent pending a bit here.
Other way? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she went from like a stagger stance to patent pending, and now she switched to...
Across her body. And you need to... it's so... I understand the frustration 100% because you need your feet there to generate the power to get up the rest of this hill.
Mm-hmm.
She just wasn't able to get her lower body as engaged as she would have liked there, caused the release to be off, hits the tree, Sarah finding her way back out.
You're just so happy to get to the green stuff at this point.
Absolutely.
Oh,
wait. What? Physics need not apply.
Let's call that, is that the alley-oop? Is it when the tree just, the tree assist, the tryst?
Watch this line.
Oh.
Just piped it through two different lines, and she just weaved it right through after Justin and her went back and forth. Justin wanted her to take a different line. She said she didn't feel comfortable with it, wanted to go the harder line, and executed it beautifully.
And that's the one that she felt the most comfortable with.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, you're just trying to get out to the green stuff at this point. And wow, look at the wind.
Jen in the music video here. Ooh. No, that deserved better. What a beautiful shot shape it was. Just got lifted a little too high.
Hokom. Making her way around.
This looks great too.
That
and
is
way
great.
down there.
Wow, just outside circle 2.
Wow. Is that her third?
I think
that's
so.
her third.
Lisa taking a wide
Very
route
wide
around.
Yeah. If Owen's going to go inside with a flexor, she is. Needs to get angle.
To the dirt. If she gets to the dirt with the angle.
Okay.
I didn't get a lot of carry, but...
Circle 2 with some wind to deal with because this is one of the most windy sections of the course as well.
Yeah.
Toro here for Jen. Angle.
Nice angle on it. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Again, you don't want to challenge the basket too much because that drop off behind the basket is steep.
Yeah.
And it goes down far.
Nicely
that is
done.
great too.
Yeah. Little gator approach there for Lisa. Let's see, Sarah. Is that the spin? She's looking like she's wanting to give this the bid for the 4.
Possibly.
Come on. Just a little short left.
Definitely was a bid though. Not only that.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. With the wind. Reading it perfectly. Wow. Just so clean.
Check our website for our Run Pro stamped Ohn putter.
Ooh, good putt. Only losing the 1 there to Ohn. Lisa for par? Yes.
For par, yeah. Again, we're talking about a hole that was playing a full stroke over par.
1.15 above par.
Yes.
And saw 0 birdies. Hokom was the closest we've seen to a birdie yet on this hole. Hole 16, par 3. If you watched round 1, you saw fireworks on this hole as Holly Finley rang up the ace, coming in as the 11th hardest hole. 262 feet. The Jerome flight that you're seeing here is not the line that most players are going to take. They're going to opt for the over-the-top hyzer play, spiking back in anywhere near this green here to give themselves the look for the birdie. Nobody takes the middle line so much that the spotter is sitting in the middle of the line.
Sarah with her backhand.
Yes.
And that is great.
That'll give her the look.
Mm-hmm. And for a blind hole with this much wind, that's really what you're looking for. It's just a look.
Yes,
you don't want too much.
This looks fantastic.
Well, you'll take a bullseye if you get it, though. I thought that was like sawed off inside.
As soon as you let go of the disc here, you see it kind of dancing left and right as the wind just takes it. This is getting pushed inside.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, yeah, she's going to get caught up early left, so we'll see if she's able to pitch her way back around. That looks too inside as well.
It does look too inside, but it
gets kicked out.
Yeah, okay. I'd rather get kicked out than be in there.
Yeah. She running this? No.
I don't know if she was or not.
It sounded the way she was talking to that was a layup play.
Okay. Ohn.
Laying up.
Laying up, yeah. Hokom. She's going for it.
All right. Dropping that one in. Let's take a closer look at this disc doing so many things, but staying in the basket there. I don't think it actually ever touched the chain.
Barely touched the chain.
What a birdie there for Lisa. 2 out of the 3 birdies on this hole right there. Other one for Lori Merriman.
All right. From the chase car.
Mm-hmm. Jen for the par gets it. So, no movement amongst our leaders. We stay 1 stroke apart heading into the final 2 holes.
Hole 17. Ranking the 6th most difficult course. You want to get over this vegetation here, avoiding the OB that is the cart path or road. There is a little patch of relief area that you also want to avoid because you may get relief from it, but it still may be in your way. On your second shot, you need to manage your way up the hill without going over the back of it or too far down the left side of it, as it does slope from right to left. You have to trust that shot a lot.
This is terrifying. And it sits.
Yeah, that's a lot. Especially with, I mean, you see all the trees. Every single tree is moving.
Yeah.
So there is wind out there.
After she threw it, she said, "Thank God I don't have to throw this shot again." This is heading towards that.
Wasn't exactly happy.
Yeah, that's why. She's going to be in that mandatory relief area, which has, depending on where you go in, you get your first point of relief is directly behind the lie, so you can't pick and choose. That's a great shot for Ohn.
Yeah. It's a little scary too, though. But
yeah.
I knew she was going to try to spin me here. Goes over the relief.
Oh, whoa.
And does indeed spin me. Yeah, so you get relief, but then you get punished by the relief. So
yeah.
That was a great shot from
Lisa
there, though.
Fajkus, just outside the bullseye with the forehand.
Looks a little low. Is it? Yeah,
get some
it's
run.
Not gonna get there.
Yeah, it doesn't quite run, so she'll have a long bid there for her 3. Ohn. Go right at it. Getting the straight skip.
Yep.
That needs some action on the grounds. Okay.
It's inside the circle.
Yeah.
Not a scary putt.
About 18 feet or so left.
This one is slightly scary.
Yeah.
Because the pace you got to put on it to get to the basket. If you don't hit something, you could be behind it.
Okay.
Hopefully it sat down.
Believe it did. Jen with this left. Probably closer to 15 than 18. But Ohn is right there parked in front of her, but she steps up, hits the birdie.
So when she's not fussing at it, she knows that it's going in.
Yeah.
That's great.
Lisa for the birdie after that great forehand approach. Collects it. Ohn also in birdie range.
And getting it as well.
Getting it done, and those were the only 3 birdies on the day on hole 17, all coming from the lead card.
You spoiled it. I thought this was going to be a birdie attempt.
You knew it wasn't.
Okay.
1 left to go.
Ben's a pro who spent $25 on his premium driver and threw it 413 feet, which means he spent about 6 cents per foot for his shot. Matt's a total noob, but he only spent $5 for his premium driver on discountdiscgolf.com. He throws his 213 feet, which means Matt only spent 3 cents per foot for his shot, making him the clear winner in this distance battle. Cheap discs are better. It's science.
All right, we're going to close things out here for round 4, hole 18, par 3, 400 feet. Pretty wide fairway to deal with off the tee here. You just want to get something moving from left to right. Position yourself somewhere right around this gap area here to give yourself a position play to get up towards this beautiful green. A lot of wind to deal with though. You also have the traffic of the highway going by on your left-hand side. A lot of distractions. Player area also not too far from here, so a lot of things can kind of get in your head here to close things out. You want to maintain your focus here and finish strong.
Yep, and it's right up against hole 1, so people are teeing off. That accounts for some of that distraction as well.
A little early on the right side there for Lisa. You can see the wind moving the trees in every which direction.
Whoa.
So a lot of tilt to that disc. Starting to fight back though. It's a stable one, but I think she's gone too straight.
Yeah. You don't want to be up close to that tree. It really hinders your options.
Turning, keep turning, keep turning. Not gonna keep turning. Is it far enough to get past the tree line though? It is.
It is. So she'll have a wide open approach.
This is one where Jen wants to take advantage of her power and
drive the green.
Right.
Yeah.
Or get close to it and just kind of put the pressure back on Ohn, force her to execute shot after shot to get the par or worse and possibly tie this up going into the final day.
They had a lot of air movement, but
ooh, beautiful.
It ended up being a great shot.
Hokom, a fantastic execution here on this final hole. She'll have that left for her par, which really feels like a birdie on this hole.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, it took me to hole 18 to realize that Sarah started the day with a cart and no longer has the cart. And I don't know at what point she abandoned the cart.
Probably hole 13.
Probably hole 13.
When they had to take the steps down.
Oh, that's probably what it was. She probably dropped it off at the van. But I'm looking at it, I was like, where'd your cart go?
I think there's another player on the chase car. I think it's Jennifer Rice. She does same. Yeah.
Ooh,
just takes a. She doesn't even take a full bag. She takes a little lunchbox bag.
Okay. Just whatever she needs for the rest of the course.
Yeah.
Here we go. Jen wanting to put this close, and this right to left is carrying it towards the OB. Stays safe, but that's a 25, 28 footer that you don't want for par.
Yeah. That wind just felt like you were in Emporia.
Ohn for par, and that's going to be a bogey, so a chance to knot it up. This is all you want.
Oh.
That was just a lift.
She's expecting the wind to lift it.
Yeah. Boy, you hear it and you see it. Lisa standing over this one, measuring it out.
Measured it correctly.
Set to go. She was opposite side and still got some lift.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I don't know who read the wind right or wrong.
Yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
the chains are sitting there just moving.
Yeah. And that one lifts.
Yeah.
I feel like it was just swirling. It was kind of just changing direction. I mean, when Jen threw her approach, it was a right to left, which would have indicated she would have still had a headwind from where she was, but it didn't lift hers.
But it did lift.
It did lift Lisa's, who's putting from low to high, which kind of can account to it. If the nose gets up as it's being pushed from a tailwind, it can then push it up. But regardless,
But then Hokom from the same direction, and she got a lift.
Yeah, it's just it's so hard to read it out here. But regardless, the end result is we are still just one stroke apart heading into the final day.
Taking a recap at the card here, all the players managed to get under par for the round except for Sarah Hokom. She is one stroke over for the round. Take a look at the top 10 here. We see that really we only have 2 people that are fighting for this race here, and we'll see them finish this at Blue Ribbon Pines tomorrow.
Yeah, make sure you come on back, check out all the action from BRP Silver. It's going to be a fun one. Some weather possibly in the forecast, which could absolutely affect a lot of things. So come on back, check out the finale as we're going to crown a major winner at the 2025 Masters World Championships. We'll see you right back here.